Students, we'll start with the types of chemical reactions today. The first reaction is a combination reaction. Okay. Now the word combination reaction, okay, tells us that in such reaction a single product is formed from two or more reactants. Okay. So if you see, there is an example given in your textbook. Okay, that is of calcium oxide. Calcium oxide is also called as quicklime. Okay, it reacts with water and it produces slaked lime, that is calcium hydroxide, and some amount of heat is released. Okay, so two reactants are combining to form one product. This is known as a combination reaction. Okay, now the other examples of combination reactions are also given in your textbook. Okay, that is carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide, that is when you burn the coal. Okay, formation of water from hydrogen and oxygen, so hydrogen and oxygen combine and form water. Okay, now going back to the slaked lime, that is calcium hydroxide. Now this calcium hydroxide reaction is used for whitewashing the walls. Okay, now calcium hydroxide reacts slowly with the carbon dioxide in the air. After you use it for whitewashing, it reacts with the carbon dioxide in the air and it forms a layer of calcium carbonate. So you have this reaction taking place here. Calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide of the air gives calcium carbonate plus water. Okay, now this calcium carbonate is formed after 2 or 3 days of whitewashing and it gives a shiny finish to the walls. Okay, now the chemical formula of this is calcium carbonate is CaCO3, that is also the formula for marble. Okay, so this is an extra information. Now this combination reactions, okay, in certain reactions you have got heat which is released along with the formation of products. That is why they are known as exothermic chemical reactions. Okay, now the other examples of exothermic reaction, okay, if you want, is burning of natural gas, that is this is methane plus oxygen, this is natural gas, it gives you carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, now respiration, okay, which we do in our body, is also an exothermic process. Now why it is an exothermic process, let us see. Now the food which we eat, okay, now during digestion the food is broken down into simpler substance. For example, rice, potatoes, bread, all of them contain carbohydrates. Now these carbohydrates are broken down to form glucose. This glucose combines with the oxygen of the cells, okay, of our body, and it provides energy. All of us know that energy is produced in mitochondria. Okay, now this reaction is known as respiration. Okay, because this carbohydrates which we eat, okay, are broken down in form of glucose. The glucose and the oxygen which we respire, okay, that produces energy. Okay, now this is the reaction, that is glucose plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide plus water. This we have already studied in the previous chapter. Now next is decomposition of vegetable matter. Now this decomposition into compost is also an exothermic reaction which gives us heat. Okay, turn the page. Now we have got the next type of reaction, that is decomposition reaction. Now in decomposition reaction we have got three types of decomposition. The first one is thermal decomposition, decomposition with the help of heat. Okay, now in your textbook there is example of ferrous sulfate. Okay, this one. Okay, now ferrous sulfate, when the heat is given, okay, what happens, it loses water and the color of the crystal changes. It decomposes into ferric oxide here, okay, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Okay, these both are gases. Okay, similarly you have another example, decomposition of calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate, that is known as limestone, which we have already studied just now. Okay, when you heat it you get calcium oxide, that is quicklime plus carbon dioxide. Now this calcium oxide, lime or quicklime, okay, is used in manufacture of cement. See, both these are examples of thermal decomposition. The next one is again given on your next page of the textbook. Okay, it is decomposition of lead nitrate. Now when you heat lead nitrate, again you have got decomposition into lead oxide nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. Okay, so decomposition actually is exactly opposite to that of combination. In combination, two reactants are combined to form a product. Here, one reactant is broken down into many products. Okay, now we have got decomposition by sunlight. Okay, before going to that, one small topic left out, decomposition using electricity. Okay, now if you have got water and if you pass electricity here, you get separation of oxygen and hydrogen using electricity. So this is decomposition of water. The reaction is not given in with this, but all of you know what is decomposition of water. So water is decomposed into oxygen and hydrogen using electricity. Now decomposition of silver chloride by sunlight. Now silver chloride, when you put it in sunlight, okay, it turns grey in sunlight, and the decomposition gives us silver and chloride. Okay, now turn the page. There is one more example of decomposition by silver bromide using sunlight. Okay, now again here it is decomposing into silver and bromine. Now both this reaction of silver chloride and silver bromide are used in black and white photography. Okay, now so we have seen decomposition reaction which uses heat, light and electricity for breaking down the reactants. Okay, now some of the reactants or reaction absorb energy. They are known as endothermic reaction. Exactly opposite of exothermic reaction. Thank you.